Alright guys, welcome back to part 2. I hope it went well with your exercise. A quick introduction into lights and cameras to get you ready for your rendering session next week, where you'll need to be doing renders and photo montages of your models. So we're going to start with lights and cameras. So open the workshop file 3, W3. And we'll get going on the lights and cameras. So you'll see when you open the file that we've just got a basic room set up with a few objects in the room. I've left 2 walls and the ceiling off the room just so that we can get in there more easily with our camera and lights, but you'll see how all of that works, and then later on you can set that up for your objects. So the first thing that we want to do is to create a view, or this basically means that my camera stays in exactly the same position as it was. So imagine you're standing there in the corner, literally holding a camera and pointing it around the room. That's what's happening there, and that's what rotate camera is. So we might decide that we want to also save this view here as well. So let's go set view, named views. And if I just click save and change that plinth perspective 01 to 02, now I've got that view there as well. So I can flick back to my previous one, and now I've got both of those there. Okay. Some of the other things we can do under the camera settings, we can tilt the view. So this is, again, imagine you're standing in the one spot and you're tilting your head from side to side, holding the camera, and that's the different thing, various different views that you would get. The other one that we can do here is set view, adjust the lens length. So remember how we did that manually before? Basically we'll just see that's changing the perspective, or it's like zooming in and zooming out. You get a very wide angle, almost like a fisheye, down at sort of 10, 12, 18, and that really distorts the shapes. And then we can zoom right into a sort of 100mm lens or something, and that gives us a much more orthogonal view of things. So that's one thing that you can do there. I'll just manually put that back to 35. And then one of the other things that you can do in here with the camera is we can adjust the lens length and the dolly at the same time. So this is, imagine the camera is sat on a trolley with wheels, and as we zoom the camera out, as we change the lens length, the camera dolly moves. So what you can see is you get that effect like in Lord of the Rings or some of those movies, where the focal point, or the target where the camera is pointing, stays the same, and the perspective changes around that point. That might be useful if you're taking a perspective of a really tall building from street view and you're trying to fit it in, or something like that. So that's another one of those views. So why don't we just save one of those as well? We can save that as plinth perspective 3, and so what happens there is that will save all our settings that we've just set. So if I restore us to plinth perspective 1, you'll see there, and then 3, now we can swap between them, and all our camera settings that we adjust each time are saved when we save the named views. The last thing I want to show you about how to look around a view is the commands here that are called walkabout or lookabout. So I'll just bring out the walkabout commands. Now you can probably on your Rhino 4, you can pull this toolbar down off the ribbon bar if it's easier, but you'll see in here the walkabout commands. I can move myself forward. Sorry, I'll just restore our view. So we can, these are the different options here. You can walk forward, walk left, walk right, walk back, etc. And then the lookabout command is similar, but it helps you, you can look up and you can look down, etc. So those are some useful commands too for navigating around a view that you've set up, or a camera that you've set up.